like everyone was very interested in physics from the get-go. And we had nice little discussions kind of in class, you know, like when a topic would come up and we wouldn't really understand it. Everyone kind of get into groups and kind of think like, oh, what does this mean, kind of thing. And then I was looking for the same sort of thing to carry on. Physics was still my interest, and then UCC seemed to kind of offer that same sort of environment, you know, where you could come together and discuss questions that would come up in physics, just under any sort of topic, really. I quite liked astrophysics. Last year we got the opportunity to sort of take out some telescopes. We had a practical, which was we had to go out and we were measuring the diameter of some craters on the moon, which was just like, it was kind of surreal. I was like, I did not think I'd be doing this coming into physics. I thought I'd just be doing equations and all this kind of stuff. I like quantum mechanics quite a bit, just because it's a very counterintuitive subject. You kind of go in and you're like, oh, that shouldn't be like that. But then you kind of do the maths on it and you're like, oh, I guess it should be like that, you know? So it's quite a nice subject to study, very interesting. There's always a sort of surprise in the course, I guess, that you wouldn't really expect. You don't really, like, you know the sort of general direction you're going, but then as you're going along, you get to get those sort of surprises, and that kind of keeps it very interesting, I think. It keeps you interested in the subject and kind of gives you a bit of motivation to keep going on with it as well. I enjoy coming in every day, you know, to kind of come in and discuss topics in physics. And whenever you come in, there's always someone else who's looking to do the same thing. It's not sort of everyone's like working on their own. It's nice to come in and then like be like, oh, what did you think of that was mentioned in the last lecture? There's so many topics in it that you will be able to find something that interests you. Maybe not just from looking online at like, oh, what is physics or something like that, but like once you get into it, there's just so much more. Like when I came into it, I thought like all I knew about was the stuff from Leaving Cert, and even that was enough to get my interest in it. But when you go out of Leaving Cert and you come into your first year and you're like, oh, there's so much more to it.